first, playing third base, number 10, Darren Crooks.
We are set to start game 2 here momentarily. Tom Anderson, the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. This is Soundbites Vintage abbreviated pregame show. After the long rain delay, post 3:20, an exciting 7th inning. Started off with a single by Tegan Sales, single by Max Speed. They tried to bunt over, but the bunt by Melhoff a little too hard. They forced Sales at third. Another single by Anders Lockhart loaded up the bases with Max Speed at third base. He breaks for home with Ben Hassett at the plate. Hassett puts down a perfect bunt and scoots down to first base where they never tagged the bag, so I'm giving him a base hit. I don't know if that'll show up in the books or not, but a game-winning RBI by our Paisanos player of the game, Ben Hassett. 1 for 3 with the RBI, but really a possible game saver in the top of the 7th on a running catch deep in left field that resulted in a double play when Owen Bruner, after having passed second base, when he saw Hassett make the catch, retreated to first but failed to touch second base. They tag him out there. And a couple of unusual plays in that game. There was an interference call on the first base coach on a foul ball, Max Speed trying to get there. And the umpires quickly conferred and called that play out. So 320 with the win, moves to 27-11 on the year. Spearfish drops to 11-13. Here are the Traders Market starting lineups. For Spearfish, their batting order will look similar to what it was in the first game with a couple of changes. Darren Crooks will lead off playing third base here in the second game. Tucker Wiesman moves up from the number 9 spot to the number 2 spot. He'll be playing shortstop. Walker Wiesman, got the same numbers in there for both Wiesmans. Walker Wiesman will be on the mound here in game number 2. The cleanup hitter will be Tucker Olson. Started last game at first base. He is in center field. Owen Bruner behind the plate here for game number 2. Sean Sewell, who started the first game on the pitcher's mound, moves to first base. Bray Bauer, who ended the game on the mound, started at third, made a couple of outstanding plays there. He will be at second base for the second game. Jackson Peters-Hatton, who did not play in game 1, will be in right field, and Cooper Chase will be the left fielder. Defensively for post 320, their outfield will again be Hassett, Eschmeyer, and Bird. Around the infield, Tegan Sales at third. The shortstop will be Adam Jansen. Colton Melhoff at second base again in game 2, and Max Speed as usual at first. Colby Witt behind the plate. Usually you see Tegan Sales get one half of the doubleheader and Witt the second, but Witt behind the plate for the second game tonight. And on the mound for post 320 will be Noah Wald. For Wald, this will be start number 2 of the season. Be his 4th appearance, 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those earned. He's walked 6, struck out 5, 304 batting average against, a 371 ERA, and a 2.29 whip. He is 0-1 on the season. Going back to see in my book if I see the last time we saw him on the hill. And he took the loss in the game against Pierre. Went 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, walk 3, struck out 1. So it will be Darren Crooks coming to the plate to get things started off for Spearfish. Crooks in the first game on a leadoff spot, singled his first 2 times up, then flew out to center and struck out. He was 2 for 4. Takes the first pitch high, 1-0. Crooks hitting just .215 on the season. 8 stolen bases on the year. Scored 19 times. He's walked 6 times, been hit by a pitch 5, on base percentage of .321. 2-0. Wald kicks and delivers, and swing through the fastball, strike 1. Wald, the right-hander, holds the glove up, takes that little side step. Most of the 320 pitchers have that same motion, and that is strike 2. Gets fastball tucked in on the inside. Just underway, game number 2. Hopefully all the weather is past us now. It's cooled down considerably. It's 92 degrees. Chopped to third, and that will be seeing eye single for Crooks. I think that is how he started the last game with his base hit. Was in that same hole. So Crooks on board. Tucker Wiesman, who was hitting out of the number 9 hole last game, went 2 for 3, scored a run. Crooks at first base. Again, 8 stolen bases on the year. That leads the team. Wald will take an eye. The bunt. Right back to Wald. That'll be a play to first. And the sacrifice is successful. 1-3 put out. So Wiesman does his job. Crooks advances to second. Walker Wiesman. Pitching tonight, started last game at shortstop. Walked his first 2 times up, including with the bases loaded, for the first RBI of the game for Spearfish. Flew out to center, grounded out to first and struck out 0 for 2. That pitch back to the backstop. And a sacrifice and a wild pitch sends Crooks to third. And once again, in the first inning, post 320, working out of a little bit of a situation here. 1 out. Numbers 3 and 4 hitters coming up. Walker Wiesman from the left side. Wald steps back and delivers. This one flies to left field. Hassett on the run. Hassett makes the play. Hassett turns. The throw is going to sail way over the head, though, of Colby Witt. And Crooks will score. Hassett actually had a little bit more time to get himself set. So the sacrifice fly and the sacrifice bunt, the wild pitch. And Spearfish plays small ball for their first run of the game. They lead at 1-0 here in the top of the first. 2 outs, Tucker Olson, cleanup hitter, will step in. .424 average on this season. I think they were appealing the play to third. To me, it actually looked like Crooks got a late start after the catch. Olson drove in a run with a single, scored. He is 1 for 4 in game number 1. Takes the first pitch just outside, ball 1. Olson, where's number 13, hitting from the right side. 2-hopper to the shortstop. Jansen is up across the way, and that is the third out, but a run scores on a single base hit. Sacrifice, wild pitch, sacrifice fly. And Spearfish leads it at the end of 1/2 inning. Playmakers brings you that inning recap. We're back with the bottom of the first. Stars coming to the plate. 3:20 baseball from Pete Lee. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Back for the bottom of the first inning. Tom Anderson in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. 1 run in on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard for Spearfish in the top of the first. A manufactured run. Seeing eye single by Crooks. Sacrifice, wild pitch, sacrifice fly. Hassett, another great grab in left field, but as he turned and made the throw, a little off balance and went sailing over the head of Witt. And he just set himself maybe and made a better throw. He had a play at the plate because it was a late break, it looked like, by Crooks. The Traders Market batting order for post 320 is Tegan Sales, Aiden Bird, Max Speed, Colton Melhoff, Ben Hassett, Adam Jansen, Lakin Utek at DH, Colby Witt, and Burke Eschmeyer. Set the Spearfish Traders Market defense here in just a moment. Tegan Sales leading it off. And that pitch gets away for ball one. Defensively shuffled up here a little bit for Spearfish. The left fielder will be Cooper Chase, Tucker Olson in center, Jackson Peters Hatton in right field. The infield has Darren Crooks at third, Tucker Wiesman at shortstop, Bray Bauer at second base, and Sean Sewell at first. A completely different infield than they had. And Sales is aboard.
Right fielder, number 11, Aiden Bird.
Aiden Bird will come up with Sales at second. So Bird, who last game, again, just had one official plate appearance. He walked his first 3 times up, lined out hard to the second baseman. I think that is 5 straight games where he's had just one official plate appearance. So Bird swinging from the left side. They had senior night here between the games. Bird, one of those seniors, be planning on going to Miles City to play some baseball. That pitch inside, ball one. Short arm delivery by Wiesman, misses outside, 2-0. Wiesman, a right-hander. Long look at second for Sales, and that pitch is in for strike one. Walker Wiesman, his 7th start of the year, 9th appearance. That pitch misses outside, 3-1. 2-4 record on the season for Wiesman. 24 innings, 40 hits, 41 runs, only 14 of those earned. That doesn't look right, but that's what it had in the stats. 9 walks, 20 strikeouts. This one shot right up the middle. A hard hop past the second baseman, and that's going to score Sales from second. So Bird with a base hit up the middle. It's the first run of the game. So Max Speed will step in. Back to the number 3 slot as Coach Jansen shuffles the lineup around here just a bit. We are tied at 1 apiece on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Bird at first base. That's a good lead, not going anywhere. Speed takes a look at the breaking pitch. Catches the upper part of the strike zone for strike one. Speed, ground ball second. They will flip to short in time. No play at first on the slow roller to the second baseman. So Speed will be on first base on the fielder's choice. 1 out. We are tied at 1 apiece. Colton Melhoff will step in. He was 1 for 4, drove in a run in the first inning. Post 323 first inning runs in that first game. Then went 5 straight innings of zeros. Took the rain delay. They came back. They doubled up their hits. This one is shot right by the third baseman. Speed will round second, but he'll hold there. So Melhoff with a 1-out base hit moves the runner to second. Ben Hassett, the player of the game in the first game tonight, Paisano's player of the game, entered the night with a .299 average. Went 1 for 3 with the RBI. It was just a beautiful suicide squeeze play. Max Speed just barreling down that third baseline, and Hassett putting the bat on the ball, looking to drive in a run here. Ball gets away, Speed to third, and he slides in safe. He started, faked a steal of third, and then the ball got away. Speed hustling down the line and advancing to second is Milhoff. So now Hassett a chance to drive in a couple of runs here. Some wheels on the bases. First baseman playing on the grass, third baseman even with the bag, and that pitch misses. 2-0. Looked like a pretty good pitch, must have missed low. Tied up at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the first inning on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Game 2 of the doubleheader starting a little bit late. We had that big rain delay. Shot to second base. Umpire gets out of the way, goes off the foot of the second baseman. That'll be an error. And it was a tough play for Bauer because the ball went right basically through the legs almost of the umpire, who danced out of the way at the last moment. I don't know that Bauer ever really got a good look at where that ball was at. And he might have been coming up a little bit early to try and flip the ball to second. Now there wasn't a force there, so he had to go to first. Run scores, 2-1 on the error. Hassett on first. See if they'll run him with Jansen at the plate. Hassett goes. Jansen had turned to bunt it and scoring on the pass ball. Wild pitch will be Colton Melhoff. So the stolen base for Hassett. He had that stolen before the ball got away from the catcher. Melhoff scores on the wild pitch. So 3 runs in. And Jansen with Hassett at second. Chance to widen that lead. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That one misses high and tight. 1-1 now the count. Hopefully the weather didn't wash out some of the fireworks. I think there's a drone display that was supposed to be going on down at Memorial Park tonight. And a protective swing. Jansen just trying to get out of the way of the inside pitch. Comes around 1-2. Jansen's raised his average to 318. Low crouch, waving that bat back and forth as he waits the 1-2 pitch. That one is high, 2-2. The Stars scored 3 runs in the first inning last game. They went 5 innings with goose eggs up on the board. They've got 3 here in the first with just 1 out and a runner on second. Beesman steps off. Hassett takes a step or 2 back to second, but he doesn't retreat all the way. He's still got a good lead. Halfway between the shortstop and the bag. Here's the pitch, and a late swing will be fouled down the third baseline. Good protective swing by Jansen to fight off that inside pitch. Count will hold at 2-2. Lakin Utek, the designated hitter, on deck. Jansen with the bat waggle. Shoots it down the third baseline, just foul. Jansen with 66 at-bats on the season. 21 hits, a couple of doubles and a triple. He's driven in 17. That pitch misses outside. Count is full. Three, 2-1 sitting up on the board. Hassett stands at second. Jansen will step back in. Walker Beesman. This is lined out into left center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Hassett had to stop halfway between second and third, so he will stop at third.
The single brings up the designated hitter, number 28, Lakin
With the storm coming through, the air may be a little heavy. That ball just kind of died. Tucker Olson started after it like he had a play on it, then let it drop in front of him. And Lakin Utek, left-handed hitter. .15 at bats, hitting .400. Has a double, has driven in 4 runs. Hassett stands at third. Beesman steps off the mound. Jansen with a good lead at first. Will he turn and go?
You want to hit the blank screen and then the
And the pitch outside, and Jansen holds it first. Being held at first with the left-hander up there opens up a huge hole, and the second baseman shading towards second. Jansen, 4 stolen bases on the year. He's been caught a couple of times. And he goes on this pitch. They throw to third, and the ball gets away. Here comes Hassett, and he will score. On the throwing error, the second error of the inning. Jansen with the stolen base. He holds it second on the errant throw. They try and go to third base to get Hassett off the bag. Instead, Hassett scores the 4th run of the inning on the throwing error. So that's a couple of errors in the inning now for Spearfish. Utek backs away from the inside pitch. Utek slightly open stance from the left side. Hands right around the shoulders. A little bat waggle going on there as well. Fouls that one off to the left side, 2-2. So single, a force out, a single, an error, a single, and a throwing error. 4 runs in for the Stars with just 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Jansen stands at second. Utek 2-2 count. That pitch just missing inside. Count goes full. So 3-2-1 up on the board. Jansen stands at second. Gets a good lead. This fly ball lifted into left center field. Drifting back and making the catch there will be Cooper Chase. Second out recorded. Jansen holds that second. Colby Witt. Witt. The story for Witt last game is he did not get hit by a pitch. Did have a single, went 1 for 3. He'd been hit 5 out of 10 plate appearances coming into that first game. Stands in the right-handed batter's box with 2 outs up on the board. Runner at second. This one fouled back and out of play, 0-1. 8th batter to the plate here in the first inning for the Stars. They lead at 4-1 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Late start because of the weather, in case you are tuning in wondering why this second game is still in the first inning. Walker Beesman on the mound. Right-hander takes his time, pushes it in. Witt to Hopper, and goes over the glove of the second baseman. That will score Jansen from second. Colby Witt with the RBI single. Drives in run number 5 here in the first inning. And Witt will have the courtesy runner out there for him. Lost my roster. Yeah, I thought it was 26, but I can't read their numbers out there. There we go, Cooper Kimball, number 20. We'll use the younger eyes and the binoculars. PA announcer has binocular skills. I have none. I tried to use them at the War Eagles game. It didn't work. Little conference visit. Give us a chance to thank our 320 game sponsors, Beersbach Equipment and Supply, Strive Fitness, Denny Menhold Auto Group, Scoopy Cow, South Dakota Mines, McKee Ford, Water Tree Hot Tub Saunas and Water Treatment, Tadco Construction and Shields, American Family, Davis and Associates, Nick Davis Agent, Complete HVAC, and Co-Builders of Infrastructure and Communications, and Stuart Martin Remax Results Real Estate Team. All those businesses, if you are out and about and you happen to walk in, let them know that you appreciate their support of Post 320 baseball. So Cooper Kimball at first base with a big lead there. He's got a few stolen bases so far this year. That pitch misses inside, ball one. Now, Kimball's numbers are all very unofficial because they have him listed under two numbers, and they still have not combined the stats. I have him for 2 stolen bases. That pitch misses outside, 2-0. Two outs, bottom of the first. Eschmeyer at the plate, the 9th hitter to come to the plate. That pitch misses high and tight. Eschmeyer, while hitting just 200, has an OBP of 462. He's drawn 14 walks on the season. And takes that pitch in the upper part of the zone, strike one. He was 0 for 2 in the first game, had a sacrifice bunt that went for naught. As Witt's replacement runner, I think it was Utek, got stranded at second. That pitch on the outside part of the plate is 3-2. So that will be wheel time at first base for Kimball. Eschmeyer takes a look at the pitch outside and draws the walk. So back to the top of the order, Tegan Sales, his second at bat here. In the first inning, singled and scored a run. Five runs across the plate here in the first inning. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. That pitch misses way outside for Viesman. 1-0 the count. Sales lifted a ball to right field that went over the head of the right fielder, ended up at second base. That pitch misses inside, 2-0. Viesman has walked just 9 batters in 24 innings, struck out 20. Down on the count 2-0 here after having just walked Eschmeyer. Fouled out of play to the right side, 2-1. Sales hitting out of the number 3 spot for the first time, I think, this year. Went 1 for 4. Singled to lead off that bottom of the 7th inning. Got forced when Melhoff tried to put down the bunt. It all worked out as Hassett with the suicide squeeze. Strike hits the upper part of the zone, 2-2. Speed scoring the winning run as Hassett got the bat on the ball. In the bottom of the 7th inning. Had a walk-off in the second game against Renner. This one fouled sharply down the right side. Deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Sales will step back in. A little more straight batting stance. Not quite as open as he has been. Lifts this one to center field. Coming in will be Olson on the run and makes the play. Another ball that seemed to die in the air. The outfielders may move in a little bit here in the next few innings, but 5 runs across the board in the bottom of the first inning. And the Stars do that on 5 hits. There were a couple of Spearfish errors. There were 2 left aboard at the end of the first inning of play. It's a 5-1 lead for Post 320. That inning recap brought to you by Playmakers. We'll be back with more Post 320 baseball from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth at Pete. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. To Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. We are ready for the top of the second inning here at Pete Lean Field in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. I am Tom Anderson. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Game 1, bottom of the 7th after a long rain delay. 320 pushes across the run. They win that game 4-3. They are up 5-1 here in the top of the second inning on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Will be Owen Bruner, the catcher, followed by Sean Sewell and Bray Bauer. Traders Market batting order for Spearfish here in the top of the second inning. Wald delivers and a swing and a miss on the fastball, strike one. Bruner in game 1 had an RBI double. Reached his last time on an error, and then retreating back to first base after that outstanding running grab by Ben Hassett deep in left field. Failed to touch second base, and that ended the top of the 7th, and then the rains came. Bruner down in the count, 0-2. Wald steps back, kicks in, delivers, and a swing and a miss, and that is his first strikeout of the game for Noah Wald. Blows the fastball by Bruner. Sean Sewell will step in. Big first baseman hitting out of the number 6 hole here in game number 2. 268 average on the year, has 4 doubles out of his 15 hits. Open stance, breaking ball, strike one. Sewell, 14 walks on the year, has a .432 on base percentage. Sewell misses, or takes a look at the pitch outside as Wald goes wide for ball one. 1-1. Top of the second inning. 5-1 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard for the Stars. That pitch over the head of Sewell as he ducks away, 2-1. Bray Bauer on deck. Sewell fouls it out of play to the right side. 2-2, 1 out. Sewell step back in. And a slow curve. Witt dropped it, throws to first, completes the play. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wald here to start the top of the second inning.
Number 18, Bray Bauer.
Bauer will step in. Started last game at third, made a couple of big defensive plays there. Took the loss in relief. I was really surprised that they brought him in after a long rain delay and had him pitch the 7th after he had to sit on the sideline. Pitch misses high and inside, ball one. Up to that point, Bauer had been very effective at giving up just 1 hit in 2 1/3 innings, but gave up 4 hits. This one stopped by Speed. Oh, got it in the air. Held the glove, a line out to Max Speed at first. It's a 1-2-3 inning, a couple of strikeouts. Playmakers brings you our top of the second recap. It's an easy one. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard as we come to the bottom of the second inning from Pete Lean. Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Traders Market batting order for post 320 here in the bottom of the second inning with a 5-1 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Looks like this. Aiden Bird, who had a single, knocked in a run in the first inning. Max Speed and Colton Milhoff, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, due up here. So Bird, who went 0 for 1 in the first game with a hard line out to second base, he walked 3 times. Drove in Sales. Ended up on second base. I don't know how they scored that, if they scored a 2-base error or a double. Actually looking down, looking at Beesman's stats, and the pitch came in. Next thing I know, Sales is standing on second. I had to go back and look at the YouTube replay. But I'll have to look in the book and see if they gave Sales a double on that, or if that was what would be the third error in that first inning. So Beesman will come back out. 10 players to the plate for 320 in that first inning. Bird hitting out of the number 2 spot here again. Now Beesman's going to go out and have a visit from his catcher, Owen Bruner, behind the plate here in the second game. Not sure what they are discussing to start the inning that they couldn't have discussed in the dugout maybe.
Number 11, Bird.
Aiden Bird, with a .434 average, leads the Stars. Pounds it to the first baseman. That's going to go through the glove of Sewell. And that'll be a judgment call. If it's me making the call, it's an error. Went right under the glove of Sewell. That should have been an easy play for the first baseman.
Now batting first baseman, number 22, Max Speed.
But we'll see how they put it in the book in Game Changer. That's the official book. Mine is just so I can keep track of where guys are at. Lead at first by Bird. Speed lines it into right field. Bird will round and hold at second, as the ball is played well out there by Jackson Peters-Hatton. The Speed, who had reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, came around to score. And scored the winning run on the suicide squeeze in game number 1. With the base hit, moves Bird to second. First and second, Colton Melhoff singled and scored a run in the first inning. 5-1 lead for the Stars on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard here in the bottom of the second inning. Game time temperature for that first game was 92. It's cooled down considerably since then with the storm passing through. Melhoff lifts a fly ball to right field. That'll send Peters-Hatton drifting back. Makes the play, spins the runner at second. Bird will advance to third on the long fly ball to right. Speed stays at first. That wind, which was blowing in hard from right field in the first game, has switched around now. It is kind of blowing in and across the infield from left field and swirling from blowing out towards right. So not real consistent. 66 degrees right now after that storm came through. It's a chilly and damp 66. There goes the runner. They will throw down, and standing up with the steal is Max Speed. Didn't even think about sliding. I don't think they thought they were going to throw through, and Bird stayed at third. So Speed, his team leading, I think that is 12 now. He had 2 stolen bases in the first game, stole second, stole third. Hassett reached on an error in the first inning, came around to score. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Pitch misses inside, 2-1. Hassett with a stolen base in that first inning as well. Talked to Coach Mike Jansen. They ran a little wild on Sturgis last night. Said they worked on their leads. Throughout the season, they tended to have short leads, and they weren't able to get a lot of stolen bases, even with the team speed that they have. That pitch way inside, and Hassett draws the walk. That loads him up for Adam Jansen. Singled and scored a run in that 5-run first. Bird at third, Speed at second. Hassett at first. So anything in the gaps could be danger for Spearfish. There's a lot of wheels out on the base paths right now for the Stars. And for the most part, they have great speed up and down this lineup. Up until the last couple of games, they really hadn't taken advantage of it on the stolen base side of things. This one has bounced to the shortstop. 6 over to 4, and that's all they're going to get. Bird scores. Speed moves to third.
Brings up the designated hitter, number 28, Lakin Utek.
6-4 shuffle on the fielder's choice. Give Jansen an RBI there. He stands at first. Lakin Utek flew out to left field in the first inning. Comes up here for a second at bat in inning number 2. It's a 6-1 lead now for the Stars on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Utek looks at an off-speed pitch. Upper part of the strike zone, called strike 1. Utek hitting .400 coming in, 6 of 15, now 6 of 16. Throw over to first, not in time. Runner at third, Utek with 4 RBIs, chance to add to that number. And he'll fly the ball into left field. No, that's going to be a third baseman. And he drops it in foul territory. So Darren Crooks got turned around. Wind, I don't think really a factor. The flag's moving some out there, but not enough that it should have really moved that ball a lot. He just kind of got turned around. Looked like that ball was going to left field. Everything is dying in the air here in game number 2 with the cooler temperatures coming in. So the error on the third baseman gives Utek life again. 0-2 count, 2 outs here. And this time Utek a little further into left field and coming in, not able to make the play. Then the ball gets away. And that is going to allow not only Speed to score, but also coming around is Jansen to score.
Now batting the catcher, number 4, Colby Witt.
So the base hit by Utek drives in a couple of runs. Bottom of the second, the book's already getting really sloppy. Error started off the inning. Then the error on the third baseman on the foul ball that gave Utek an opportunity. He dropped that one just beyond the infield grass. 3 runs in the inning. It's an 8-1 lead on the Dakota Discount scoreboard. That one is fouled out of play as Bruner gave chase. So Utek advanced to second on the misplay by the left fielder. So I'll add another error to the Spearfish total. And this one's lined to right field, and the right fielder is right there. Peters Hatton makes the play. That was a bit of a problem for post 320 in the first game. They had hard hit balls right to the defenders. They've gotten a little bit more action here through first 2 innings. They lead at 8-1. They put 3 runs across. I don't think that any of those are going to be earned. And they did that on the strength of a couple of hits, a walk, and at least 3 errors that I count in the scorebook on my end of things. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd inning. Playmakers brings you that bottom of the 2nd inning recount, and we're back with more 320. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Top of the third inning from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth here at Pete Lean Field. Tom Anderson, it's an 8-1 lead. Post 320 has staked Noah Wald to a good start here. As he goes to the top of the third, the Traders Market batting order will be Jackson, Peters, Hatton, Cooper Chase, the 8 and 9 hitters, then back up to Darren Crooks at the top of the order. 3 runs in, second inning, 5 runs in the first inning. And they've sent 17 batters to the plate through the first 2 innings. 10 in the first, 7 in that second inning. Spearfish here in the top of the third will make it through the first time through their order. A bunt. Wald normally plays shortstop, makes the play over to first. And again, the post 320 Stars pitchers fielding their position well. Wald quickly off the mound, picked up the bunt, fires it first for out number 1, Cooper Chase. The left fielder will step in. Chase 1 for 3 in that first game. That pitch just misses inside, ball 1. With the bases loaded and 2 outs, Chase got picked off second base as he wandered too far. He basically got his lead all the way out to where Wald was standing at shortstop, and Wald snuck in right behind him, and he had no chance to get back to second. A 1-1 count, 1 out, top of the third. Wald fired, just misses down and in, 2-1. Couple of strikeouts last inning for Wald. Breaking pitch, 2-2. Chase, a .211 hitter coming in. .302 on base percentage. Foul ball off to the right side. Witt gives chase, but that is going to be out of play. And Wald will come back with a 2-2 count to the number 9 hitter, Cooper Chase. Spearfish now 11-13 on the year after that loss. While post 320 picks up their 4th straight win after they had lost to Yankton in a single game. I think we have some equipment problems with the catcher's mask. They'll switch that out and get it fixed up. They lost the first of what was supposed to be a doubleheader against Watertown. They ran into 2 outstanding pitching performances by Riken and Halligan for Watertown. The second game of that Watertown doubleheader was washed away by the weather. They swept Renner. They beat Sturgis last night. Spearfish with the first game here tonight. Looking to make it 5 in a row. That breaking pitch was wicked. Wald bent the knees of Chase. His 3rd strikeout of the night. 2 gone here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Noah Wald, a much better performance tonight than he had in the start against Pierre. Darren Crooks reached on a single. Just as he started the first game. Grounded the ball right between short and third. Came around to score the first run. As Spearfish had to manufacture that run after the single, a bunt sent Crooks to second. He got to third on a wild pitch and the sacrifice fly to left from Walker Wiesman. Plated Crooks. That pitch gets Crooks leaning back. Count now 2-0 with 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning on the Dakota Discount scoreboard. It's an 8-1 lead for the Stars. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, 2-1. Crooks struck out once in the first game, went 2 for 4 with a fly out also to center field. And gets him reaching outside, 2-2. Deuces across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wald holds the glove high, steps back, kicks and delivers, strikes him out to end the inning. His second 2-strikeout inning after giving up a run in the first. He goes 1-2-3 in both the second and the third. Again, an easy Playmakers inning recap here in the top of the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Wald. It gives him 4 after giving up a leadoff single. We are back with the bottom of the third inning. The Stars looking to keep things rolling here at Pete Lean Field. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. They also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more, tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Tom Anderson back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. We have a pitching change for Spearfish. Traders Market pitching change. Brings Tucker Wiesman into pitch. And they just switch spots. Walker Wiesman goes to the shortstop position. So 2 innings in the books for Walker Wiesman. We'll wrap up his numbers. 2 innings, 8 runs. I don't think any of the runs in the second inning were earned. And, boy, I don't know, the first inning, only a couple of those might have been earned. We'll wait for the box score to come out as far as the earned runs go. Six hits allowed by Walker Wiesman. Here we are in the bottom of the third, and a swing and a miss. And that retires Burke Eschmeyer. Traders Market batting order for 320 here in the bottom of the third. Eschmeyer, then Sales and Bird. Bird reached second base on either an error or a double, flew out to center. Pitch and lined down the left field side foul. It looks like they did give Sales a double in the box scores there. So he is 1 for 2. Looks at a pitch outside, 1-1. That pitch misses outside. Now it's interesting because in the box score they had Tucker Wiesman pitching the last inning. 2-hopper to the shortstop, and then it takes a short hop after the 2 nice big hops hit that dirt and died. Tegan Sales with the single.
Now batting right fielder, number 11, Aiden Bird.
So Walker Wiesman not able to come up with it. Looked like he had an easy play and that he didn't charge it on that high second hop. He hit the ground and just died. Bird comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2. Good lead at first for Sales. Bird takes a look at the first pitch, ball 1. Sales with 10 steals on the year, second on the team now. He came in leading, but 3 stolen bases tonight for Max Speed has put him on top of the stolen base list. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning, 8-1 lead. Quick throw over, and just scooting back was Sales. He had a walking lead going, and Tucker Wiesman with the spin and throw. That pitch misses outside. 2-1. Bird with a single and RBI scored after reaching on an error. That pitch backs Bird off the plate but catches the inside part of the plate for strike 2. 2-2. Bird still leading the team in batting average at .434, and throw back, and that is awfully close. So Sales dirtying up the uniform at first base, stretching that lead to the max. See if he scoots. All the way out to the cutout, does not run. Bird twists away from ball 3. 3-2, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning, Stars with 8 runs up on the board. 5 in the first, 3 in the second. They lead at 8-1 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Full count, 1 out. Let's see if they run Sales. He's not running. Bird lines it hard into right field, and coming in to make the play. It's another ball that died. That looked like that was headed for the fence in the gap, and instead it just died and laid there for Peters Hatton. That is 2 outs. Bird looked like he smoked that one. The storm air dropping everything in front of the outfielders to make the play. Speed, his third at bat. He's 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice. Reached on a single. Had a stolen base there. He scored a couple of runs. That pitch outside. Ball 1. Talked about how lethal this 320 lineup is last night. And that ball right off the third base bag, and that'll be another single for Max Speed. Sales stops at second. First and second for Colton Melhoff. Ball tossed around, but the runners will still hold. I looked at post 22, and they've got a lot of players with high averages, but they're nowhere close to the extra base hits that you're seeing from this post 320 lineup. 76 doubles coming into tonight's doubleheader, 25 triples, 21 home runs. So they're hitting and hitting with authority, and here in game 2 they're up 8-1. Swing through by Melhoff, down in the count 0-1. And they've tagged some balls in that first game right to the fielders. They've had a couple of those here so far in the second game. That pitch catches the outside corner, strike 2. Melhoff with a single, scored a run, flew out to right field. First and second, 0-2 pitch. This one popped up in foul territory. Bruner, the catcher, will make the play. And that's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. No, 3 outs. Missed a strikeout at the bottom. That retires the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And 2 left aboard. Playmakers with that third inning recap on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Post 320 with an 8-1 lead. We'll be back with more baseball from Pete Lean Field. Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches. And don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Well, we're hoping the weather's passed by. We just saw a lightning flash out deep center field. 8-1 lead, post 320 as we enter the top of the fourth inning. Traders Market batting order for post 164 from Spearfish will be Tucker Viesman, Walker Viesman, and Tucker Olson. Noah Wald on the mound gets called strike on the outside, 1-1. Wald with strikeouts numbers 3 and 4. In the last inning, gets a swing and a miss here. Pitch down and in the strike zone. Tucker Viesman set up that first run with a sacrifice bunt. Moved Aaron Crooks to second. Crooks advanced on a wild pitch to third, and the sacrifice fly, the only run plated so far for Spearfish. 2-2 on that pitch high and outside. Just that leadoff single so far for Spearfish against Wald. This one, though, driven to center field, and that is coming in and making the diving play is Eschmeyer. Eschmeyer playing a very shallow center field as they've seen all these balls hard hit to the outfield just dying, and that one died as well. But Eschmeyer on the run makes the outstanding play, and there's one gone here in the top of the fourth inning. Walker Viesman, who started out on the mound. Breaking pitch just misses outside, 1-0. We thought Tucker Viesman just came in last inning, but the game changers already had him with an inning in the books. They look alike, so number 4, number 9, it would have been easy to miss the pitching change after just one inning. So we'll see how they end up at the end of the night. This one fouled back, 2-1. Either way, the Viesmans in a hole, 8-1, along with the rest of the Spearfish squad here in the top of the fourth inning. The Stars threatened last inning, couldn't push a run across. 5 in the first, 3 in the second. That breaking pitch fouled off to the left side. Sales on the hustle, can't slide and make the catch. Just out of reach. Looking at the flag out on the pole right now, resting pretty easily. And as soon as I open the window, it starts to blow again. That happened the other night, too. I thought it was safe to let a little air in here, but it blows right into the microphone. And that is irritating if you're listening at home. It's irritating in my headset. 2-2, 1 out, top of the fourth. Wald delivers that one. Back to the backstop. Full count. Wald has not issued a walk so far, just that leadoff single. Clean innings in the second and the third. One down here in the fourth. This one corkscrewed to the shortstop. Jansen across the mound. Speed off the bag. Speed makes the play. So the throw from Jansen pulled Speed off the bag, but Speed with the tag goes 3 unassisted. So Tucker Olson grounded out to short to end the first inning after the one run it scored. Fouls that one, looked like maybe off his foot. 0-1 the count. So big swing in temperature when that storm came through. Started the first game at 92 degrees. When I checked just a little bit ago, it was 66. There's some blankets out there now. Did not expect to see that when the game started at 92. Long rain delay between the top of the seventh and the bottom of the seventh. That pitch catches the outside corner. 0-2. 4 strikeouts so far in the game for Wald, and he has Olson down on the count 0-2 here in the top of the 4th inning. Step back, kick, and deliver. That one just gets away from Witt, misses outside, 1-2. Good pitch by Wald on an 0-2 count. Much better outing for Wald than his previous start against Pierre, where he struggled, went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, walked 3, gave up a couple of runs. That pitch just missed inside. Wald thought he had the K. He was walking to the dugout with confidence. Instead, the count deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th, 8-1 lead. This one slapped foul down the third baseline. Count stays at 2-2. Olson will step back in, trying to get something going here for Spearfish, trailing 8-1 in the top of the 4th on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Here's Wald with the delivery, and that is spanked into right field, and then slipping on the wet grass is Bird. That's going to roll all the way to the wall, and that will be a 3-bagger, the second hit of the game. They throw across to third, a dangerous play. Sales able to scoop the ball up and keep it from going to the fence, but that's going to be a triple for Tucker Olson. The ball was going to be fielded by Bird. It was going to be a base hit, but he slipped on that wet grass, had to hustle all the way to the fence. So a 2-out triple by Tucker Olson, the second hit of the game for Spearfish, keeps the inning alive. Owen Bruner, who struck out to start the second inning, the first K of the game for Wald. And it looks like we're going to have the players taken off the field, I'm assuming because of lightning. Now the managers and the umpires are going to have a discussion about how to proceed. While they're doing that, we're going to take a break. This is Post 320 Baseball coming to you from Pete Lean Field.
And we have popcorn at 50 cents. Half price hot dog.
Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches. And don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Playmakers, sports cars, memorabilia, and gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Tom Anderson back with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. We are in a lightning delay. Saw a flash of lightning out in center field earlier. Now the managers are going to come out and visit. We'll let them do their thing, shaking hands, and I don't know, that they might call it here as the lightning continues to flash. An 8-1 lead right now for the Stars. And players coming out of the dugout, and that is going to be it. So, second game, not official through 3 innings. So, post 320 after a long rain delay wins the first game 4-3 on a suicide squeeze. Ben Hassett executing the bunt. Max Speed scoring from third. Ben Hassett, our Paisanos player of the game. We just went through all of our spots. We're just going to wrap things up quickly here. Here in the second game is an 8-1 lead for post 320. Game called in the top of the fourth with Tucker Olson standing on third and 2 outs because of weather. They had the doubleheader against Renner last weekend. It went deep into the night, and the managers decided not to wait this one out. So 27-11 after the win for post 320 in the first game, 11-13 for Spearfish. Up next for Spearfish will be a road trip. In fact, they're done with their home schedule. They will be on the road next Tuesday, the 7th at Yankton for a doubleheader, then the 8th at Brandon Valley for a doubleheader. While post 320 will be at Sturgis next Tuesday for a makeup game against the Titans. And then the following Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they are in Mankato for the Gopher Classic. Then they are back here on Wednesday and Thursday, the 15th and 16th. That will wrap up their schedule for the year. They play the 2 Sioux Falls teams. A doubleheader on Wednesday the 15th. That's at 5 and at 7. And then the Thursday doubleheader scheduled for 11 o'clock in the morning and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The regions start on Tuesday the 21st. They run through the 21st and 22nd. The state tournament starts on the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. So the season quickly coming to a close, but a couple of home games remaining for post 320. If you've not made it out to see them and you have the opportunity, get out. This is such an exciting team to watch. You'll have a couple of chances on the 15th and the 16th against Sioux Falls, or you can make the trip down I-90 to Sturgis next week on the 7th. So our Paisanos player of the game in game number 1, Ben Hassett. We do not have a complete game here, but if we had to name one right now, I'd go with Noah Wald. Wald, 3 strong innings, gave up just 2 hits. Was into his 4th inning, gave up just 1 hit through his first 3, had 4 strikeouts. So unofficially, Noah Wald, our Paisanos player of the game, sponsored by Paisanos. If you haven't had Paisanos, you haven't had pizza. We want to thank all of our webcast sponsors, Playmakers, Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming. I know they had a tournament going on tonight. They also have something going on. I think it's August 7th and the 8th. Let me look back at my notes. It is the Hobbit Magic the Gathering pre-release. That only 15 players each of those 2 nights, August 7th and 8th. So check them out online at playmakersllc.com. Follow them on Facebook for all their latest inventory and events. Mike's Auto Sales, I saw today on Facebook, Mike's is offering either $500 in fireworks or a $500 gas card with any purchase through the next couple of days. Ask about their 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook and their full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located just off of East North Street and right around Milwaukee Street, 308 East North. 231-8890 is their phone number. Dakota Discount RV, your local RV dealer, with 2 locations, 3330 Mall Drive and off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. You can call for sales, parts, or service, 605-388-8243. They're also online at DakotaDiscountRV.com. Traders Market. They're located in the Uptown Rapid Mall with more than 4 dozen vendors. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. They're open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday 10 to 4. Paisanos Pizza and more. Dine in or carry out. 341-6941 is the magic number there. Or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive, just down the road from us here at Pete Lean Field. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, and we love to have Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. And come see me at my store, Soundbites Vintage. We're your entertainment destination located in Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Discover a better way to buy your music, movies, collectibles, stereo equipment, and more. Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Our 320 game sponsors as the fireworks pop off over at Fitzgerald Stadium tonight. Beersbach Equipment and Supplies, Strive Fitness, Denny Menholt Auto Group, Shields, Tatco Construction, Water Tree Hot Tub Saunas and Water Treatment, McKee Ford, Scoopy Cow, South Dakota Mines, American Family, Davis & Associates, Nick Davis Agent, Stuart Martin Remax Results Real Estate Team, Anco Builders of Infrastructure and Communications, and Complete HVAC. Appreciate all of those sponsors helping us out with our webcasts throughout the season. So our final in Game 1, a walk-off win for Post 320, 4-3. The second game called with an 8-1 lead in the top of the fourth inning for Post 320 due to the lightning going on around us here. So again, thanks for all of our sponsors. Thank you so much for your support. This is Tom Anderson. Thank you for watching and listening to Post 320 Stars Baseball here at Pete Lean Field.